Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just bringing you an update on Vechain. Thank you once again for all the really nice comments on the video, guys. I'm getting really nice comments across the board, across all the videos that I'm producing and making here on CoinsKid, and and it's great to see. I really do appreciate that feedback. That's why I do it. Okay, so it's all good, guys. It's all good, and basically, I've got a bit of good news for you on Vechain. To be fair, we are back testing some kind of level of support now on the neckline of that double top M pattern. Okay, guys, we were looking to break down, but we've got supported. So basically, you've got your M pattern here, guys. Okay, so just bring it down here like that. So we've got that double top. Okay, and I explained to you yesterday what a double top is, and you could see that we did lose that yesterday. So you got the power there, the big move, the high. Then you've got the next move, which fails to take out the high. So it's basically, from the looks of it, it's running out of steam. Okay, especially on the 4 hourly anyway. And then obviously you've got the support line of your double top, guys, just like that. Okay, you got the support line, which is your neckline. Okay, and you could see that yesterday we were falling down, but we found support off this level here, guys. Okay, and then we managed to get back through. You can see we started hitting our head on it as a level of resistance there, but then we had that big push through. And now what we've done, which is good, guys, by the way, it's good news so far. Touch wood that it continues. But what we've done, I know we're painting a bit of a bearish candle at the moment, but what we have done, we've got through this neckline. Okay, so this move, like I said to you in yesterday's video, if we can get back above this neckline, back test its support and march on, this M double top reversal pattern will be invalidated, because what you could look at then is potentially moving on and taking out this high, which will invalidate this move. Okay, so basically what we're looking for here, we've pushed up, we've got through the 55 EMA there. Okay, and which else is really good, guys. If you take a look, we've not had a bearish cross or a test yet of the EMAs. Okay, we've not had a test yet of the EMAs. Okay, we had that bullish cross down there, we've marched on, we've back tested the 55 a few times. Okay, so this is actually the worst correction that we've experienced since we've marched on since the 3rd of March, which is a month away. A few weeks ago, sorry, and we've marched on and we've never really looked back. So what we're doing now, we're back testing support. Okay, so what we'll do is look at this chart like this. Okay, so we've gone up, we've made that high, we've come back down, back tested the 55, pushed up, failed to make the new high, so it effectively looks like it's running out of steam. And what we've come down and lost the support of this neckline. Okay, which is a major support line in a double top, and we've lost it. We've come back down, but we have found a level of support, and I think, without looking at that, is probably the daily 20 EMA, guys. So what I'm going to do is jump to the daily and I'll show you. Yeah, pretty much. We had that target yesterday, didn't we? We did say that we're going to potentially come down and bounce off this 20 EMA. And we did. We've got that bounce just above it. So that's really good. We're getting supported by the 20 EMA. And you do want to see things in a bull market testing these EMAs, guys. Definitely. Even on the daily, on the weekly, look at how many times in this entire bull market since we formed this bullish cross down here last November. Look at the rampage that Vechain's been on. It's gone up like 8x. Okay, so it's just marched on. It's a retest of these levels of support, and it's got brought back up. So you can see it's really far away from the EMAs there. So we're having a nice healthy retest of this 20 EMA, refueling the rocket ships, and marching on. But like I said to you in yesterday's video, guys, even if you was to lose this EMA now, okay, on the 4 hourly it looks bad, it looks bearish, but you can see you do come down and retest them and refuel before marching on. So a larger correction is still not off the cards, but what you do need to pay attention to, and especially on the 4 hourly here, guys, okay, for Vechain, definitely pay attention to is this support line. Okay, because what you've got now, you've got the back test of it, okay, which is really good, guys. We've got that bounce off that 55 EMA, and we got the bounce off the support line now, which is acting as support. There it was acting as resistance, but now it's acting as support. You do want to see that continue, guys. So you're potentially looking at another retest of this as support. Okay, getting through this yellow line, which is the 20 EMA on the 4 hourly time frame, back testing that, refueling those rocket ships, guys, and marching on, taking out this high here and invalidating that double M top. Okay, that's what we need to see for Vechain, and possibly it will come, but it is all on Bitcoin, guys. That's the only thing I got to mention to you. Not many projects stand aside from Bitcoin, so you need to see Bitcoin marching on. If you're looking at Bitcoin and it's marching on, then prospectively your favorite tokens marching on, because Bitcoin carries the market, guys. Okay, until we have that alt season, Bitcoin's carrying the market. So, and that alt season, you know, the way we're looking at things, it's probably going to come towards the end of the bull run here at the moment. So yeah, it's basically all on Bitcoin. You know, if Bitcoin's tanking, everything's tanking. If Bitcoin's cruising, everything's cruising. If Bitcoin's consolidating, you know, majority of the tokens are pumping or consolidating. So we need Bitcoin to behave, basically. That's what I always tell my subscribers. We need Bitcoin to behave, guys. So what we're targeting then, guys, obviously, is this support line. So I'll drop that in now so you can keep an eye on your charts. We can't lose that. If we start to lose that, then you're looking at potential falling through, back testing it as resistance, and then falling lower and lower, and then eventually getting to those targets. But like I said to you guys, I want to make you aware that it's not a bear market. Okay, you're not in a bear market, you're in a correction. If it was to lose that, then you are looking at that potential fall down there, guys, you know, at worst case scenario, so to speak. And that just basically would be a retest of the EMA on the daily time, on the weekly time frame perhaps. Or let's have a look, it's probably a 55 EMA retest on the daily. Okay, so it's not even that, it's really far away. Okay, so again, it'd be perfectly healthy if it did that, guys. I'm not saying it will do that, I'm just making you aware of the probability. So we'll look at the weekly, because that might even be a 20 retest on the weekly. No, and again, you can see it's not, because the weekly's all the way down there. So anyway, personally, I think we're looking okay. We're looking relatively healthy on Vechain, but you do need us to see, because we're looking like we've formed a bit of a decent reversal there. Okay, but like I say to everyone in my channel, you do need to see a double bottom sometimes on a reversal. Okay, you do need to see that double bottom. So I'm not saying a further corrections off the cards, but what I would also target here, guys, if you was to fall any lower than that bottom, okay, then you would be making a lower low, which effectively could be quite bearish, and you would potentially see us push down towards this level here. So there's just some levels to target, guys. What we do need to see now is Vechain get a test off this 55 EMA again, this test off this support line now, act as support, march on, get through these EMAs, back test the support. And because the EMAs are beautiful, guys, they are coming together. Okay, they are coming together, and you do want to see that sometimes where they come together and they sort of like act as a magnet, opposite magnet, that we're pushing it and repelling it, because that, when it comes together like that, it pushes it and it gives it so much power to march on. Okay, so that's Vechain. I'll have a look at Vechain versus Bitcoin for you guys right now. Okay, so Vechain versus Bitcoin is holding up really well. As you can see, we are pushing up. In fact, what have I targeted there? Cup and handle. Oh, okay, we did make that target. So I've actually looked at Vechain before, guys. I bet one of the guys in the group dropped this in, and you can see we had this cup and handle pattern here, guys. When did I chart this then? This could have been round about here when it was forming the cup and handle. So probably round about there that I formed it, and I said if it comes up at there. So yeah, a few weeks ago, basically, probably one of the guys in the Telegram group there asked me to look at Vechain versus Bitcoin, and yeah, it's looking really, really good, guys. Looking really good. So basically, this cup and handle's played out, and like I said to people in the group there, basically, when you make these patterns, people expect them to break this, okay, and march on like in a couple of hours. But it's your long-term target, guys. And basically, when you make these patterns, whether they're head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, rising wedges, falling wedges, broadening channels, whatever you name it, you know, they don't always necessarily play out immediately, but they are there. They're sort of set. Okay, and you will see that target met eventually. And as you can see from this head and shoulder, from this cup and handle pattern, you've got the cup there like this. You've got your neckline of your cup just there, guys. You form this handle where you went down, traded, then you broke back up. And once you break the neckline, okay, and just like I said to you, okay, you always want to see that retest of support, okay. So you broke that neckline, you went up, and you're getting some kind of rejection up there, came back down, looked bearish, but look, you got that bounce right off the neckline of this cup and handle, okay, and then you got the bounce, which confirms that this move was valid. And the way you measure this cup and handle is from the middle down to the bottom, you know, as a rough guide, and you can see that once you break out, you've got your target that you will get to, providing you stay bullish, you know, you will get to. And look where it is, resistance, guys, right up there. You know, I'm going to be like Carl the Moon, exactly right up there, guys, okay. Exactly, the target was met, so that was a great target. So that's technical analysis 101, guys. That's played out to an absolute T. Look at that, guys. Okay, so hopefully we can chart more of these and bring you up to date. But what I do say, guys, whenever I chart something and it's not playing out, just have patience, okay? Because 9 times out of 10 they do play out, these patterns. So this was a beautiful trade, guys, and we'll look at this trade now. And you know, from the breakout there, it went up 36% against Bitcoin, so it's good. And getting back to Vechain versus Bitcoin, guys, you do look immediately looking at this, I can see another pattern forming. Okay, we're coiling up. You see this? We're coiling up in some kind of horizontal triangle here, guys. So we'll drop that out. We've got that cup and handle completed. So at the moment, you can see that we did come down. We back tested the 55 EMA again, healthy, guys, and we do want to see that across the board for multiple projects. Okay, not just Vechain. You do want to see that because it's just a test of confirmation, refueling these rocket ships before we march on. So at the moment, you can see we are kind of coiling up in this kind of horizontal triangle type pattern like this. Look, guys, and the beauty is we've actually come up into this pattern. Okay, we've come up into it. So what you do to get your target out of this pattern is, because you're probably looking at something like this for Vechain, guys, where you're going to trade like this against Bitcoin, get tighter and tighter and tighter, where you get closer to the apex, and then eventually you'll break out. And your target is from the point at which it hit the top of the triangle to the bottom. So we'd say roughly something like that is your target. And wherever it breaks out, guys, you know, it is a continuation pattern. Okay, 9 times out of 10 it is a continuation. It's almost like a bull pennant, okay, so to speak. So basically that is potentially your target, wherever you break out. If you break out there or whatever. So we'll lay that in now, guys, and that's your target for Vechain versus Bitcoin over the next few weeks or months or whatever. So it's looking good. It's looking good. Back testing the support, hugging these EMAs here, not breaking down. It's really good, really good. Vechain looks really strong versus Bitcoin, guys. So that's Vechain. I hope you enjoyed the video today, guys. Please do smash the like button for me. Stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully I can keep you updated and bring you, you know, the events as they happen. Do get yourself in the Telegram group there, guys, and get involved in the community. But so far so good. Vechain looks good, and you know, if it was to break down, guys, it's perfectly healthy. I just want to reassure you that you know, it is perfectly healthy. We would just be testing those support levels there, and this continuation trend of a bull market for Vechain. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.